bike in the world, which is my KTM 1090. Alright! Time to leave the road, get into the dirt on the mighty 1090. Gonna have to get this thing in the proper mode because right now it's cutting the power, it's wrecking the fun. Alright, so with this big monstrous bike, you can have all kinds of fun out here on the haul roads, but the first thing you got to do is either put it in off-road mode, it's over there, or put it in sport mode with the dongle and turn off all the traction control and put the ABS in off-road, and it is fun. I'm going to do that and then I'll be right back. There, that's the secret sauce right there. Motorcycle traction control off, ABS in off-road mode. I'm going to get in here just away from the highway a little bit. We'll set up the camera and go over today's plan, right? Yeah! The smile machine has come out to play. Ta-da! Look at you. Just look at you. Let's walk around real quick. Got my Kriega stuff on from the 501. Camera, tripod, mountain exploration, tools, safety stuff. This is KTM 1090 specific stuff. Got extra lights. My suspension's been all redone. Extra heavy duty crash bars, which have been used quite a bit, unfortunately. This thing's awesome. I'm never getting rid of it. Hello everybody, my name is Scott. I'm out for another solo adventure bike ride. Today I'm on my beautiful 1090. This bike, I absolutely love it. I'm checking out another app today, and the reason I'm checking out apps is we have every intention of developing our own app for adventure bikers and motorcyclists in general. But before we do that, invest our hard-earned money and have our programmers beaver away for months and months, we want to see what's out there already and see if there's any point in, well, if there's any showstoppers, let's just say. Today I'm checking out this one called Detecht, and I downloaded it. I'm using the free version right now. I started off and I was adding a bike to my garage. They want to know the basics of this bike. That was fine. They've got a cool crash detection feature, which I haven't come across in any of the other apps I'm looking at yet. And then that will, if it detects a crash, which is probably some G-force related thing in here, it will contact people on your behalf and let them know that you've been in an incident. If you pay money, you get turn-by-turn navigation. You can import and export GPX files. You can do a 7-day free trial if you kind of commit to, or at least kind of quasi sign up for your 1, 6, or 12-month packages. Now at $8.49 a month, hey man, that's great if you can get it. That's a lot of money. 12 months was $64 almost, which is $5.33 per month if you commit to that and prepay. Once again, pretty spendy, hey? They have a social feed. I can show you some of those things on here. I don't have the best internet connection, so I'm showing you some of that here. And you can see different things that are going on, but there aren't a lot of users on this app, at least not in my area. Things are not happening that are all that close to me. I can look at the global feed, the local feed, what I've put in there. I can also look at routes. I can discover things. Let's see if I can do that in here. I can discover things. I can look at some of my favorites. And then I'll have some that I'm going to be recording. I am going to hit this little record button when I ride up the road here and see how that works. And you can have friends. So there's a bit of a social thing in here. You can search for friends. You can share routes with your friends. You can chat about future trips and look at their bikes. So let's get started now. I'm going to hit that ride now button, get my gear back on, and then take off. Yeah, I think that's it. What else is there to say? Let's go. So hey, just a couple things I'm thinking about right now. I'm not used to having this luggage on this bike. So I may want to crank this up. This adds preload to the rear suspension. If my front tire feels a little bit like it's washing out, it could very well be that I need to add some preload. The other thing is I'm running 35 PSI on the back, which is more than I normally run, but I was just on a big road trip. So I'll see how that feels. The front's at 25, which is perfect for me out here right now with this bike. And yeah, I think that's it. So we'll flip the mirrors in just in case I dump it, and we'll get this app started. See what happens. Okay, let's take a look at what happens when I hit ride now. I'm also recording the screen. What? That's a big nothing. Okay, what does this button do? I've been pushing this one at home too, and I got the same black screen. It really doesn't make sense to me. I want to ride now, so maybe I just ride and see what happens. Okay, that's what we'll do. Okay, let's go, Mongo. I was on this exact trail yesterday testing a different app, Moto, on my much smaller 501 bike. So I know what to head. It's a little bit more of a handful on this bike, everything is, except street. And I'm by myself, so you're not going to see any heroics. Getting out to ride. Nobody else can ride with me right now, so I've got to make my own adventures. So hey, I'm going to say a few words about the 1090. You can't buy them new anymore. And honestly, they had trouble selling them. There were ones sitting on the showroom floor for far too long. They're a really good bike. They're not well understood by salespeople, I think. They're very capable off-road. They are, they're heavy, but you don't have to be a big tall rider to ride them if you've got some confidence and some intermediate skills. I'm only 5'9", not very heavy, not very strong. Let's set the balance on it. What else? It's great for two-up riding. My wife and I went camping with full camping gear and giant loop around the world panniers on. That was awesome. And yeah, it's a fantastic bike if you can get a hold of one. Mine now has 17,000 kilometers on it, and it's responsible for a whole lot of smiles. One of the things that I'm packing that I'm itching to use, but hoping I don't have to, is a green chili recovery system. It's kind of like a hand pulley winch system with a bunch of flat webbing and what are effectively pulleys, locking pulleys. You'll see it if you look it up. I'm carrying it right now. It's in one of my side bags. It's kind of heavy. It's like a big throw bag for if you're a canoeist. It's about twice the weight. But someday that sucker's going to come in handy, and if I'm by myself and I need it, man, am I ever going to be glad that I have it. We also plan to use it in the winter when we're snow biking, because we'll get stuck multiple times in a day. And for those really bad stucks where you're down in a tree well and or by yourself, we always have trees around us. So we're going to try and just winch ourselves out. Should be pretty great. So yeah, it's called Green Chili, the recovery system, and one of our viewers recommended it to me, and I'm thrilled. Thank you very much. In previous videos, we told you we were going to hold a 3 mountains in 3 days invitational. We had to cancel it 2 days before because of pressure from friends and landowners and ourselves, self-imposed pressure, just that maybe we shouldn't be taking 10 or 15 people into the backcountry right adjacent to where there are active fires. It's so smoky here right now. It's the worst I've seen it. It's the worst it's ever been. And everything we do right now in the Okanagan of British Columbia is affected by fires. I went to the campground. It's for this off-road, off-highway vehicle park that I'm essentially in. I'm not on the single track. And it's, oh, bunny! It was empty. There are about 50 sites, and 2 of them were taken. Normally this time of year, it would be insane-o just to try and get a spot there. Alright, let's head up this chunky bit. I was looking at this footage on my iPad last night while I was editing. I'm like, man, these rocks all look so tiny. GoPro effect. That's a good size. A little bit chunky. Well, let's check what the app's doing. This might be our first sizable problem. Technology. Let's tilt this guy down. Don't watch as I enter my code. I don't want you stealing my phone. Face ID just never works, does it? Well, there you go. That's what the app looks like. I promise our app will be better than this one. I'll try and reinstall it. Maybe that's the only problem. Let's talk a little bit about this app development idea. So if you know what Andrew and I do by day, we've built a software platform in our business called Detecht, and businesses lease it from us on a month-to-month basis. They subscribe. They never buy it. They just use it, and it helps them run their business in a variety of different ways. It's kind of a big deal. We're very proud of it. And a couple of months ago, we were looking for apps to help support our adventure bike gathering, and just to do stuff with on our adventure bikes and our other bikes, and we couldn't find what we're looking for. Now, we didn't do a great search, and that's what I'm kind of doing right now, is testing an app each day to see what's going on. But I did start testing, I started to build mock-ups for our app, and it's looking really good. Can't give away what we're doing yet. So we're gonna do a little market research, see what's out there already, see what people are charging. The more they're charging, the more we're thinking we have a business case for investing a whole bunch of our programmer time. See, we're not going to go out and hire a programming company to build something for us. Wow! Way harder on this bike. Let's get up here. Okay, danger. I just didn't want to put my foot down to the left because it's such a drop. I'd have to run away from this bike. There. Ooh, spicy. Sorry. What I was saying is we're not going to go out and hire a company to program this app for us. We're going to build it ourselves. That's what we do. And two things. I don't want you just thinking that we're talking about an iPhone or an Android app. It will absolutely be a big browser-based version that you'll access from your laptop. There's a lot going on in our plans. So I don't want you picturing just some silly little thing on your phone. It's much bigger than that. Wow. Okay. What about down this thing? Alright, let's go in. Let's go in and keep a little bit of speed. Yeah, baby. I'm trying to look ahead more. I know that's my problem, is I keep my eyes too close and there's dodgy stuff. And Kyle Pullman, number 55, influencing me. Get a little bit faster in this stuff, so it's actually safer. I don't think he was thinking about a 500 and some pound adventure bike when he told me that, though. Maybe. Look ahead, engage your core. Yeah, baby. Look ahead, engage your core. Try to hold your head straight so the camera doesn't look all crappy. My clutch finger's getting tired. I'm absolutely riding the clutch. Oh, nice. Oh, that was great. I love doing this stuff. I just thought of a couple other things to go over real quickly here. If you're coming to the Adventure Bike Gathering, Traction E-Rag is going to be doing 2 clinics for adventure bikers of all size bikes. One's going to be on the Wednesday before the event, and the other's going to be on the Thursday, which is the first day of our event. The second is that Dale Bisser, one of the guys who comes to the Adventure Bike Gathering, has a pretty cool YouTube channel. I want to give him a little plug. Look for Walking Eagle Adventures. I've been following him on Instagram. I got to get into YouTube and watch all his videos. He's got some of the gathering here too. Alright, that's my little administrative work. Almost back on the pavement. It's been a fun little ride. Sorry about the app testing. I should have a backup from now on. Tomorrow I'll have a backup just in case my primary doesn't work out. Man, this big bike is so fun on these roads. I've got other road users out here, so I can't go too crazy. I don't want to do a head-on thing. Man, is it ever a sweet all-road slayer.